doing amazing. I have to say, I'm like a vet, you know, to the A3C community. But I'm always pleased with the growth that I see A3C having, as far as with a lot more people coming together, more people finding out about it, a lot more people coming from different areas and parts of the world. So I'm excited. I'm used to it being at the Loudermilk Conference Center, but to have it here lets me know you guys just continue to grow. So I'm super proud of the whole A3C family. Get into it. Okay, so I started doing music at the age of 9. I started recording at 12, and I always say this if you go back and look at any of my other interviews, but my pain and my struggle in my life is what made me run the music. Me going through what I was going through, a challenging lifestyle, it made me want to voice my struggles, but I had to do it in a way that best fit me. So I wasn't sure who to talk to, didn't really want people to know my business, but I said, wait a minute, there's a pen, there's a paper, I can utilize these things and I can express myself. So music was that for me, therapeutic, and that's how I ran to it. Growing up as a young female MC, looking at the other women on TV, you always hear, if you don't dress like this, then you know you won't make it. If you don't talk about these things, then you won't make it. It's a man's world, and if you can't coexist with the men, then you won't make it. And I'm here to say that's all a lie. I feel like now, 2019, 2020, and beyond, it's all about what you do. You can make your own destiny. You can have your own campaign. So I feel like a lot of the things that were told to me was kind of like an old way of thinking. But now we live in such an age of do it yourself, create your own platform, create your own opportunities. I feel like one of the biggest lessons I've learned is just not taking control of my own career early on like I needed to. Going through this music industry and feeling like as a female I need to be dependent on my male counterparts. If he's saying he's gonna book the studio time, then I'm just gonna wait on him. So I would have to say, don't wait. Take matters into your own hands. The information is so accessible, guys. You can Google it, you can read a book. I mean, it's so many things that I waited for someone else to tell me when all I had to do was believe in myself, push myself to gain that information and that knowledge. So yeah, if I would have just learned a lot more information earlier in the game, I would say that's probably one of the biggest things for me. At this current moment, I am wearing like 80,000 different hats. I do a lot of things myself, but that's not to say because I'm opposed to having a team. No, the right people haven't fell into my circle, but I'm always being optimistic, and I know with the hard work that I continue to do, the heavens will send the right people, the right like-minded people around me so I can build that team. But right now I just have a lot of, you know, a good friend of mine that may be good at 2 or 3 things and I'm good at 8 things, and wait a minute, my mom knows how to do this, so let me see if I can. So it's just a lot of my core people that's all helping, and we're making this thing go to the top. Really, to be honest, I'm still trying to find that balance. I mean, it's hard. You know, you have to make those sacrifices. Family may not understand when you can't make it, when it's something important. They may not understand that, but you know in your head what your intentions are. I always want to be available for my family. I always want to be available to support my friends. But sometimes music calls me to be somewhere else. I may get a life-changing opportunity, and now I have to decide, oh my God, do I want to get cursed out by my friend because I'm going to miss this? Or do I want to do something that's going to change all of our lives in the long run? So I feel like once you just kind of put things in an order of importance, not saying, you know, my family is any less important than my music, because it's not. It's on the same scale, but you have to communicate. Communication is the best thing. If you communicate with family, with friends, anybody that's expecting something from you when it comes to this music, you'll be better off. One of my biggest things for me to stand out is solely, literally, just being who I am. I mean, I don't go online. I don't look up, oh my God, how can I be cool? What can I Google? What can I order to try to, like, I'm literally rolling out the bed. I'm picking up random stuff and I'm putting it on, but I'm genuinely being me. You know what I'm saying? So that for me has worked. I'm always going out meeting people, whether it's a gas station, A3C festival, South by Southwest, or Walmart. It doesn't matter. I always make my presence known. I always let people know love is in the air and I'm here. And I feel like that is what has worked for me. You know, I don't have to, I may not have $1 million to get that billboard, but I guarantee you I will be that walking billboard myself. One of the biggest strategies that everybody in the social media community can use is just support each other. I mean, if you see other influencers online or other artists online, it's free to repost, it's free to like, it's free to share. So once you do those things, you begin to build a rapport with certain artists, with certain business owners of, oh my gosh, I don't know this girl, but she always supports me. Oh wow, she just posted something about her show. Let me go support her. So that has worked extremely well for me when I go to different states that I'm new to, and people say, oh my God, I remember you because you told me you liked my style, or you showed me love on social media, and I began to follow you from that. So that's one of the strategies I like to use. I think the sponsored posts that Instagram does, I think that's a good one too. If you really choose the right algorithms, if you say, okay, I want to directly market to 18 through 33 in these states, that's interested into entertainment and sports. If you set it up like that and you put the money into it, that can be really beneficial. So it's a lot of different tools. They have been very, very critical. I always say, if I can't meet 1,000 people in the room, but if I can connect with at least 2 to 3, I mean, really solid contacts, then that is worth much more. I don't know. I don't go somewhere and say, oh my gosh, this guy has on a business suit, so let me go talk to him. He looks important. I don't go in there with that mindset. I go in with the mindset of everybody is equally important. Let me see who I can talk to with the time that I have. And I make my way around the room. And before you know it, I've met the president of Rock Nation and it's just like, well, wait a minute. I was just talking to you because I like the color of your shirt. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important to follow up as well. You know, when you make these connections, don't just leave it at, I met you at the conference and that's that. No, follow up with that person maybe in a week. Hey, I enjoyed you at the conference. Did you enjoy your time? Did you make it back safe? If you have a moment, do you mind if I send you a link to check out? You know, making those connections and doing it the right way. I think it's extremely important to follow up and build and make a personal connection with anybody that you meet. It's extremely hard. You know, I think a lot of people make it sound cool. Oh, I'm indie. I'm doing it by myself. No, but for real, you really are doing everything by yourself. So from answering emails to booking your own shows to trying to come up with a budget to afford that new video or to put out that music. You know, a lot of people always say to me, Nesha, like, I want more music from you. Well, hey, listen, I'm working with what I got. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy when you have to be the artist, the team, the manager, the photographer, the videographer, the octopus. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it because it builds you. It makes you stronger. Now you can smell a lie from a million miles away because you've done everything. You've been multifaceted, so you know off bat, no, that's not right, because when I was handling it, it wasn't done that way. So it is a gift and a curse, you know. I feel like things take a lot longer. You have a lot more to do, but you're learning everything right then and there, and it's building you up. Well, first of all, I want to shout out John Sierra, Queen, the representative here in Atlanta. She is amazing. She always makes everything and everyone that she works with, it's a personable situation. I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm talking to somebody a million miles away. She makes me feel like, even if I'm emailing her, she makes me feel like I can literally touch her, you know, because she makes it that simple. I had a issue with getting my recent project up. It's entitled Too Humble. I had an issue with getting it up I made a call. John Sierra said, listen, Nesha, we're going to work on this until we get it up today. So to have someone go outside of their way when I know it's millions of people who use the platform, but for her to make me feel like I really mattered and the project really mattered, not saying that it really doesn't, because it does, but I know she has a million things going on. So I can appreciate you guys just for being active. I mean, as soon as an issue occurs, you guys are on it. The different platforms that you guys offer, the events that you put on, the jam sessions that you guys do. I mean, it's amazing. This year, fortunately, I was able to make it number 6. You guys did like I don't know if it was a playlist of a number of projects. It was like 178 projects, but my project came in number 6. So for me to be able to even look at that and see how you guys really take the time to say, hey, you know, we're going to put the best of the best. It's not just like any other distribution company where you load up the music, you pay the money, and then you're like, okay. No, you guys really follow up. You really see the different opportunities that you offer. So I love TuneCore. Well, first of all, I want to shout out TuneCore once more. Thank you guys for having me. The honor is mine. A3C 2019. I hope you guys are out here connecting the dots, networking, making it happen, making it count, getting into it, most importantly, and being yourself no matter what. I'm telling you, because that's what matters most. Please follow me everywhere at Nesha Nycee, NESHANYCEE. My project Too Humble, distributed by TuneCore. TuneCore. Wait, I said TuneCore. Distributed by the best, is available everywhere, y'all. Stop playing with me. Don't sleep. Go get it. Nesha Nycee said twice. Signing out.